My name is Greg Brooks. I'm an LSU DB, and you watching the FanView podcast. Go subscribe. No cap.
Y'all already know what it is. Another edition of FanView podcast. Listen, I'm that boy Fred.
G Sports back at it, man.
We got another great guest, G Sports.
You know that.
You already know what it is.
My dude in the building, man.
Yeah, absolutely. West Bank bound.
Marrero.
Yes.
Harvey.
Exactly.
Harvey, let me get it right.
No Trop Harris. Y'all already know what it is. Listen, man. We got LSU DB Greg Brooks in the building. Y'all already know what it is. Go ahead and give everybody a shout out, man.
Sound with it, What's up with it? I appreciate y'all having me on, man.
It's
Can't
been
wait
some
to rap it with y'all.
Yes.
I think the last time we had Greg on, I think he was going into his senior year at West Jeff.
Yep.
He was at Nickel State. They was going through their fall camp.
Yep.
And he was talking to us in the dorm.
Yep.
Service was kind of going in and out.
In and out. In and out.
But we got the interview going, and he was able to let us know what his goals was going into his senior year and a little bit about his recruiting process and stuff like that. But Greg, man, we always like to start the FanView podcast off talking about your journey, man.
Yep.
I've been following you since your 10th grade year when you started off at Shaw. And I always looked at you and knew you was going to be a Power 5 type of player. But we like to go further than that. We like to go back to middle school. Even when you was before middle school, what got you into football, man? And you was a hell of a baseball player at one time, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell of a baseball player, man. Yeah, yeah. Talk about your journey, man. From a kid to middle school to high school. Going to Shaw, leaving Shaw, going to West Jeff, then signing with Arkansas University, then transferring to LSU, and now going into your last year of college football and putting yourself in position to get your name called on Sunday, which I ultimately knew you will do.
Facts. It kind of like started when I was younger. I played football when I was 5.
Mm-hmm.
Like I started tackle football at Terry Town. I never forget that. When I was 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? My dad played in the NFL, so I always used to like look up and I was like, everybody used to be like, you gonna be like your dad.
Right.
At first I was like, nah, I ain't
You ain't gonna be like that.
Time. So I would just, get out the house and play football, go to the park. So I played from like I was 5 to like I think 7 to 8, and then I was like, man, I'm done with it. I'm done with football. I don't want to play.
What made you say that though?
Cause everybody was saying something about my dad, and I was like, I ain't trying to be like my
dad.
dad.
You didn't want to be under his shadow.
Nah, for real, literally.
Gotcha.
We got the same name, everything.
Right.
So boom. So I get into baseball. At first, I ain't gonna lie, I was sorry. Like I was sorry as hell. Like ball hitting me in the face, all sorts of stuff.
Right.
I think that's what really started my work that day. I started working out real hard with baseball, catching pop flies behind my apartment complex, my stepdad, everything. Some stuff like that. And then I just got real good at it. I was already like a good athlete.
Mm-hmm.
I was always the best athlete on the baseball field.
Team.
So it was like, then once I got used to it, it was real good. Then I got to 8th grade. I don't know, something just hit me. I was like, I want to play football. I was like, man, I'm done.
Was it people that you was watching? Was it your friends that was doing pretty good in football? Like, what was the turning point right there?
I'd probably say I was like, I want to be better than my dad. Like that what it was. Like that's my motivation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just want to get farther than what he got. I knew the exact time, what round he got drafted, what pick he got drafted. You know what I'm saying? How long he stayed in the league, how many games he played. I know all of that. So it's like I want to get farther than him, and no matter what, like. So
right.
Once I hit that 8th grade, I was like, yeah, I'm done with it. Like, I'm about to just focus on football. And then I went to Shaw. I kind of like, I wouldn't say I regret going to Shaw, but I think I should have went to a public school out of middle school.
Out of middle school.
Just to see more different things.
Yeah.
Because, those type of schools, they enclose you to a lot. That's why,
Right.
like, a lot of those kids, like, kind of different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they come out of Shaw or some private school or something like that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't really see the real world. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything like spoon fed. So,
Yep.
So I kind of wish I would have came out of went to a public school, out of middle school. Just see different things.
Mm-hmm.
Reacted to certain things, stuff like that. But Shaw was a good experience, man. I mean, we were sorry. And I think we won one game.
That was your ninth and 10th grade year,
Yeah,
right?
I think we won a total of 2 games in both those years.
Woo.
And,
Shaw ain't like they used to be.
nah, for real.
Ain't like they used to be.
Nah, for
Hank
real.
Tyranny was gone by then, right?
Yeah, he was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's crazy because all those coaches that was at Shaw coached my dad. But they was like the assistant coaches and
Right.
stuff like that.
Mhm.
So they all like knew what I wanted to
What
do.
you wanted to do?
So going into Shaw, like summer they bring you in for workouts and stuff out of 8th grade. So boom, I was like, I want to play wide receiver. I ain't want to play DB.
Come on.
Coach, the coach is like, nah, you going to DB. And he was like, we're going to put you at wide receiver in 2 weeks. Man, he never put me at wide receiver.
Told you a lie.
Told me a lot.
Told you a lie. You bought it.
Just cause of my dad. And then I think I went through that whole little process. I started like the second, third game of the season, and after that it was just took off with it, And then that was when the Catholic League was really popping.
That's when the
Right.
Catholic League was really popping.
That's when the Catholic League was popping.
That's when it was like the SEC of
Yeah.
Louisiana football.
Facts.
No doubt.
They had them dudes.
Had
in
dudes.
They had them dudes. So I'm like, I was going up, and I was like, all right, I could do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like getting tore up, like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? I could do this. So went through my 9th grade year, woo-de-woo. Went back for my 10th grade year, had a real good year.
Your 10th grade year is when I noticed you, and I said to myself, Greg Brooks gonna be a Power 5 player. I didn't care about the size. I didn't care about anything. Like you had that knack for the football, and you was you was tough.
You can see it.
You was tough, and you was a sure tackler. I just knew it was gonna translate to the next level.
Facts. It's kind of crazy because you bring up the size. All 10th grade year, too small. Too small. And look, I respect everybody that was in my class. I love all them boys to death. I was the last defensive back to get offered in the state of Louisiana by college.
Wow.
That was like all the guys that was like,
The top dog.
the
Top dog. Top dogs.
I was the last one to get offered. I kind of felt some type of way about
Yep.
that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, I got to go harder. So I went in my joint. I was like, I'm out to transfer. I transfer. I think I got my first offer from McNeese, McNeese State. And it just went off from there, you know what I'm saying? That junior year was probably my best year.
You transferred to West Jeff.
Yeah. We were still sorry, but it
Buccaneer.
Yeah.
My hurricane. I don't know.
Higgins?
Yeah, with the Higgins.
Oh, we got Higgins, dude.
Oh, we
I didn't say
bad.
that.
We bad.
Higgins that fell off by then.
Oh, we bad. We bad.com. Oh, we horrible. We horrible.
Man.
Higgins that fell off by then.
But by that time, your junior year, senior year, you start making a name for yourself. And there's a lot of guys who was getting offered scholarships and different recruits. Talk about that, man. Talk about, a lot of the guys that was getting scholarships ahead of you. I remember that time, I think with your senior year, they had a lot of guys that was ready. I think it was Devin Bush from Edna Call, Derek Stingley. Come out to Louisiana. Talk about, you being part of that class of recruits coming out of high school that year in terms of DB.
I think that was probably like one of the strongest DB classes Louisiana ever seen.
Yeah.
We had like hella dudes go Power 5.
Power 5.
We had Jordan Clark go P5.
Yep.
Chester
Chester.
Kimbrough,
That was 18 or 19?
19. 19.
Stingley, Micaiah Tongue. Like, it was like deep.
Right.
Jamal, it's like hella people.
Hella people.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's fire how we all made it to that level. But
Yeah.
it's like, I felt like I was the odd man out a lot of the times, you know what I'm saying? Because my side, I was 5'9", 5'10", 160.
Right.
After my junior year in high school. I got to go to junior days to fight for, an offer. They got to see me in person and see if they want to offer me. So, like, it was kind of crazy. But I felt like it all unfolded for me in the right way.
I just pulled up the 2019 class on 24/7 Sports in the rankings, and man, I'm looking at this class, but this class was pretty good.
It was loaded.
So you had Derek Stingley at one. I'm just going straight DBs right now. And then you had Greg, you was the number 2 DB in this class on 24/7 Sports.
Right.
And then Devin Bush was third.
Devin Bush was third.
Jordan Clark was fourth. Chester Kimbrough was fifth. Tyler Judson from Zachary was sixth. Ismail Burdine from Slidell was seventh. DeWine Griffin was eighth. Tyrone Lewis from Hammond was ninth.
He went Power 5.
He was Power
Yeah,
Five.
he went to Kansas
Hella
State.
Power 5.
Like this, Donald Clay was 10th. He went to SMU.
Yeah, Donald Clay with the John Curtis.
Yeah, and that's the top 10 right there. And you know when you look in Jazz Monroe, man, damn, he's right down at 52. But when I look back at this 2019 class, I knew it was really good. I knew it was very talented, man. 24/7 Sports got it right. I don't know where Rivals had you. On 3 wasn't popping back then.
See, that was after the senior year though.
After you signed.
I'm
Yeah.
already enrolled in college.
Yeah,
when
so
they do that.
So and look, and I'm glad you said that because I try to explain to kids, I try to explain to parents, right? They try to figure out how you get the stars and the rankings, and I try to explain to them, man, you could be the best kid in the state.
Right.
If you not going to a SEC school, you're not gonna have a top ranking.
Puka
That's just
Williams.
how it goes.
Puka Williams.
That's how it goes.
Key example.
That's how it goes. If a kid right now in a 10th grade or 11th grade gets an Alabama or LSU offer, he's automatically gonna be a 4-star.
Automatically.
That's how it goes.
Just from the offer.
So as a great point he making,
Right.
Because he didn't get ranked to the number 2 DB in this 2019 class till after he decided he was going to Arkansas.
Him and Devin goes to Arkansas. Jordan goes to Arizona State. Yeah, I mean that was a pretty started class.
Because SEC is higher than Pac-12.
Pac-12.
So that's a good point you're making.
For real.
But how did you feel about
But like before,
not getting the opportunity to go there?
before that, I used to keep up with that stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, them boys keep up with that now.
Yeah. Robbie Green, listen, Robbie Green was on our show a few months ago, and he talked about all the DBs he trained, receivers and stuff he trained. He said, man, all my kids paying attention to where they ranked and how many stars they got. He said, and you know, Robbie was a 4-star. Robbie signed with Alabama. Robbie said, man, I did the same thing. So he's like, I can't really blame them
for
paying attention to that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, what it comes down to, what's a committable offer?
Facts.
That's what it really come down to. At the end
And
of the
that's
day.
crazy because I had like 2 people done on me.
Ooh.
Back-to-back days. So I was literally in like, that's why I committed to Mississippi State. It was a Wednesday to Thursday, Friday I went to Mississippi State and committed.
Wow.
So how did you end up signing with Arkansas?
Coach Coop. Coach Coop and Chief. It was like, T-Mac. That's all they were saying. You know? Because they coached T-Mac and they was like.
You talking about Shave is the DC?
Yeah.
Yeah. He used to be at A&M.
Him and Coop, they coached Tyron Matthews. So I'm
Right.
like, they in my head. They come into my grandma's house. They go into my house. They all over. They went to Mississippi by my dad. I ain't even know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay. So it was like an hour before I signed. I was like, man, I'm just gonna go to Arkansas, and it ended up working for me. I went that spring.
You balled out your freshman year.
I started every game.
Yeah, every game. Yep.
And like, so I felt like it was the best decision for me. And then Mississippi State, their whole staff was gone. Like the DB coach that I was gonna have left right when I would have enrolled into school.
Yeah,
who was the DB coach? Not Buckley, huh?
Yeah,
Buckley.
Buckley had left because Dan Muller had ended up getting going, and they bringing in
Moorhead.
They're bringing in Moorhead.
Yep.
Nah, for real.
Okay. So Joe Fuchsia was already at Arkansas already, right? And Scooter, DeJohn Harris.
Yeah.
You know, DeJohn Scooter Harris was on the show a couple weeks ago, man, and he talked about how he was recruiting you and Joe to come up there. And he said, man, he was like, he felt so bad getting y'all up there, and y'all had individual success, but the team success wasn't there, and you know, he kind of felt like he let y'all down, man. Kind of talk about going to Arkansas, man, even though y'all had some good individual success, but things didn't go the way y'all thought it was going to go far as the wins and losses.
Facts, man. That, I always been on a losing team my whole life. Like at Jeff, I ain't make the playoffs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get the number 32 seed. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
You can't win 4 games to get the number 32 seed. So I'm like, come on now. So it was like a continuous thing. I'm like, bro, this is how it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So First year out there, we go 2-10.
Right.
2-10, dog.
Yeah.
We lost to Western Kentucky.
Yep.
They put up like it was like 45-10. It wasn't even close. Western Kentucky. Man, I'm like, I already know how this about.
Somebody went to the league strictly beating y'all.
Literally, literally. Dudes and went to transfer portal, they had a whole new school, everything, bro. It's just crazy, like. And then so they fired that staff. So I got a whole new staff. DB coach, defensive coordinator, everything.
Gotta learn a whole new scheme.
Whole new scheme. That's when we went to 3-2-6. I'm damn near playing linebacker. So they had me playing nickel.
Nickel.
But we in the 3-down front.
Right.
You got the nickel, really the other linebacker.
The other linebacker, yup.
Yeah.
I'm 180 playing linebacker, taking on pulling guards every single play. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's why I'm happy I came to LSU because like I could really show what I could do.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Yeah.
and I felt like my production this past year showed that like
Definitely.
I could
absolutely.
really show
Definitely.
what I could really do like instead of having me caging. I made plays at Arkansas. I had interception. I had all that.
Yeah.
I had TFL, all that. But
Bowl game, you balled out. Your last bowl game.
what's crazy? Before the game, me and Joe was like, man, this our last game here. We about to ball out.
Y'all
They
knew
knew.
what time it was.
They knew.
Y'all knew what
Y'all
time it
knew.
was.
We knew what time it was. As soon as we got back to Arkansas, yeah, coach, we gonna hit the portal. It's like no hard feeling. We just it's what's best for us.
It's what's
'Cause
best for us.
he was playing this basically the same position I was playing, but he was in the boundary. So he taking on all the pulling guards.
Pulling guards.
Right.
I'm taking all the ones to the field. And it's like, bro, they just using us, like, We got 3 linebackers with 100+ tackles. You got 3 linebackers with 100+. 3 different linebackers with 100+ tackles.
Right.
They just shooting the gap. We the ones
We're
taking
taking all the blocks. You
know
taking
what I'm
all the
saying?
blocks.
Then I'm not that big, to be, trying to take on these blocks.
But
Facts.
I could see why they put you in that spot. Cause Greg, you such a physical DB. Like, when I look at your game, bro, yeah, you a great cover corner. It doesn't take a expert to state the obvious, right?
Correct.
But at your size, bro, you was always a sure tackler. Going back to your 10th grade year at Shaw, like I told you earlier in the segment, that was one of the things that stood out to me when I watched your film. You was covering. When I saw you coming up and tackling, I was like, bro, this in a 10th grade, like, bro, this dude could play. I don't give a damn about 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah, that's irrelevant.
He can
throw the high out the
tackle
window.
and
Throw
he
the high out
can
the window.
cover. Like, dude a baller. He a dog. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I can see why they put you in that position, but I know how you thinking. You thinking about longevity. I'm in the SEC taking on pulling guards. Man, I'm trying to get to the league. I can't be taking these pulling guards on year in and week out.
And like my ball production, like I dropped 3 picks this past year for LSU. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't in that position.
But you still led the team in picks too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm like, in Arkansas, I wasn't in that position to make
Yeah.
those type of plays. We sitting there running cover 4. I'm sitting there taking on the,
Yeah.
when I was
Right.
supposed to be the one,
Yeah.
like I feel like I got real playmaking abilities, like, and like real good ball production. I knew I just got to catch the ball. Last year, I was tripping.
But I think,
But that's the thing, though.
and as cliche as this might sound, it just seems like every time we have an athlete on here, it's always a full circle moment. It happened for a reason, bro. Because those situations you was in at Arkansas is preparing you for LSU when you get in that situation, like when y'all was playing it wasn't Ole Miss. I forgot who it was, and the whole the Matt House was emphasizing that week being able to tackle in space. I can't remember what team it was, but anyway, I feel like that's preparing you for that. And when you get to the league, you got to think about it, bro. When scouts and GMs and these head coaches for the NFL go back and watch a film, they're not just gonna watch LSU film.
No, they're gonna watch.
They're gonna go
Arkansas
back and
film.
watch an Arkansas film. They're gonna say, man, damn, he was damn near playing like a linebacker, and he was able to be physical, take on guards, and be a sure tackler. Even though I know you didn't like the position you was in because you wanted to show your covering skills, I think it's gonna show that your versatility and how a complete DB you are.
Right, and I feel like everything gonna be put together this year. I don't know, like I saw that little mic'd up thing.
Yeah,
that I had.
I
really,
saw it. Come on, now.
I
see
really,
everything.
I
bro.
really like it's in my head. I'm gonna win the thought. Like
Yeah.
I am not lying to you. Like it's really in my head because everything like I'm seeing the game like totally different.
Totally different.
I'm coming out the post, getting to the sideline now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everything like slowing really, like it's really slowing down. Like I'm anticipating what the offense is gonna do. Wide receiver, he motioning, he about to go to the flat. You know what I'm saying? So it's like little stuff like that. I'm putting
You
everything,
putting everything together.
and I feel like I'm moving faster than everybody on the field sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
I remember last year, they had you at nickel. They had Jay Ward at safety.
Yeah.
And then I forgot what game it was, but then they
Second
switched
game.
off.
It was after the first game.
Was that after the Southern game? No, after the Florida State
after
game.
the Florida State game, it was like you going to safety.
Yeah.
I've been playing nickel since I got to LSU.
But you embrace that role, bro. Talk
I-
about embracing
that
a new
role.
role and then
a whole
thriving
new
in it.
role.
That's not easy. Because some people are appalled and be like, man, that's what I play.
Yeah, I just did it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm one of them dudes that I just want to win. Like I want whatever. I just want to do good for the team. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I like to be happy and stuff like that. I ain't gonna never be like, nah, I ain't doing that. I'm
It's
gonna do it. Whatever you want me to do, I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna do it to my best of ability. You know what I'm saying? You want me to go play at the nose? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'll go do it. I might get forwarded every play, but I'm gonna try.
I'm gonna try. You're gonna put the effort in.
Yeah. So
It's that leadership quality that's starting to come out. It's infectious. It's about you don't have that. You don't have that. I can't do it. It's about what we need to do to get this done.
mm-hmm.
And sometimes when you get to this point, the game starts to just slow down because you won't win now.
Facts.
And you're around a situation where winning can happen. It's one thing to want to win, but you need to be in an environment where it happens.
Facts.
So no disrespect to Arkansas, but prior to I think the last winning season we could think about when they had Felix Jones and Darren McFadden. I'm going back.
You going way back.
I'm going back. You know what I'm saying? We talking about winning season at Arkansas, and there's nothing against Arkansas. It doesn't have the same cultivating environment for winning. But I want to talk about what I would probably consider your best game at LSU.
My best game.
Yeah,
Person.
yeah.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
I had 10 tackles, 2 TFLs, sack, 4 fumbles.
That sack on Hayden on Hooker.
What you was going to see?
I was thinking about Auburn. When you had to play against...
That's a good point because if you don't pick that ball off, y'all get blew out. And that's a fact. That is a fact.
See?
That is a fact. I told Frank, I told Kyron Lacey, Jordan Awesome, man, I told so many people in that building. If Greg don't pick that ball off, y'all probably get blew out the water. Like the score probably 31-7.
Not only that, but you also had that play against Coy Moore. When Coy was talking. Coy was talking. Because he had transferred from LSU, and you stripped him of that ball, and you picked it up, and you ran it.
That was definitely your best. That was definitely
The reason why I want to say
because you won. Y'all won the game.
Y'all won the game.
That's true. Yeah,
Y'all
won
the game. Y'all lost bad.
And it was
you had a great game.
Changing plays. Like if you, bro, like just think about it. If you don't play in that game, they really get blew out.
Yeah.
Because I don't know who the next man up was gonna be. I don't even want to think about it. And I know y'all roster from top to bottom. But if you don't play, bro, y'all get blew out. Y'all not in the SEC championship. Y'all not even in the mix to get into the 14 playoffs. So that's a good point, Fred.
Yeah.
That's definitely
that's your best game.
The reason why I
on
say
the road.
They had so many other plays I could have made. I should have ended that game with like 3-4 picks.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
That's why I was just hard on myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Like even after the game, I was like, I could have did this.
Yeah.
It would have been even better. Like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
But I look at that game, I'm like, dog, Greg put his stamp on that game because the plays that you made were game-changing plays. That play, especially when you took the ball from Core. Listen, that play that was just like, yeah, he stamped himself. Yeah, that's the game that to me that solidified that secondary has not only a playmaker but a leader.
Yeah.
And to me, that's when the game I was like, you know what? Greg made the right decision. Greg made the right decision to go LSU because now you can see what he's been trying to express as a playmaker. You get what I'm saying? You've been put in situations and to make a play and you making it. You get what I'm saying? It's hands down to me. That's your best game. Now I ain't gonna lie. The game against Tennessee, especially that hit you had on Hayden Hooker when you made him fumble, that sack. Oh yeah, no doubt. But the game was at that point in time it was 30-7.
That's what I'm saying.
It was 37.
And that was a hell of a game by Greg. But we got to go with the Auburn game because if you don't make those plays, y'all not even in position for the SEC championship.
It was like 17-0. We were
That's
losing.
what I'm
I think
saying.
it was
Yeah,
losing
that's what I'm
17-0.
saying.
Boy, it was bad. Boy.
The quarterback was feeling himself. You could tell, like, the crowd was into it.
Was
I was
TJ playing that game?
concerned. I was very concerned.
I think TJ was playing the game.
No,
Nah.
TJ wouldn't have
TJ
started. They had the backup in.
It was like the
in.
running quarterback.
Yeah, they had the backup in.
Boy, that man, we was down like 17.
Yeah.
That's one thing that we gotta fix this year. We can't be starting.
Arkansas, y'all went down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can't be starting. We be starting off it'd be like 13-0, 14-0. We be having to like come back. You know?
Yeah.
We ain't going for that this year.
Yeah. Nah, I do want to get into this though. All right. So, when you talk about playing in the SEC, and it's a big dog league, bro. Like they call it the mini NFL. You know, when you decided that you was going to transfer from Arkansas, you know, rumors have it that you could have went to Texas and a lot of different other places, but just decided to come home to LSU. Man, some people would have made a business decision and say, you know what, I'm about to get out this SEC and go somewhere was a little easier for me. Mm-hmm. What went into the decision?
Big 12.
What right? What went into the decision to say, man, you know what, I'm gonna stay in the SEC and I'm gonna go to LSU, and not only that, bro. What's the tradition? DBU. Like, it's a lot of pressure living up to that tradition of DBU. But you said I'm gonna bet on myself and go back home and live up to that and led the team in interceptions. What made you not go elsewhere and come back home?
Really, like, it was like to prove not only to my, I already knew what I was capable of.
Right.
But coming out of high school, LSU always like, you know what I'm saying?
Too small.
Too small. He can't do it. So I'm like, you know, even though it's a whole different coaching staff, I'm still in my head like, y'all really like messed over me.
Messed
like,
over.
And I'm really want to show y'all like what y'all missed out on. So, but what's crazy, after the game, when I was still at Arkansas, my last year at Arkansas, Coach O come up to me. We gonna have a good conversation. Just like, I'm just all I'm gonna say, just a good conversation. But like, just a few years ago, you was like, nah, I'm not rocking with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm seeing dudes that's getting off, is like, Like, I know I'm better than Wade. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like, I just want to prove it to y'all. It wasn't about no money. It wasn't about none of that.
Right.
It's just like, I just want to prove that I belong here. Like, my name belong in this building. You know what I'm saying? So that's really how it was for me. Like, once I got walked up in there, I was like, oh, yeah, it's over with. I knew what I wanted to do.
And you never wavered and said, you know what, man, I'm going to the Big 12. I'm going to go to the Pac-12. I'm going to go to the ACC. You never had those doubts in your mind, like I could live up to that tradition of DBU?
Nah, I know I could. I know I could live up to that tradition. We're going to continue that tradition this year. That's on everything I love, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't hard. You just got to go play football.
Yeah,
that's all you got to do. It's not like you going to build a rocket ship.
Right.
You just go and play football.
Right.
You going to try to tackle somebody. You trying to go pick off a pass. It ain't like, who going to do it the best? Manu y manu.
What Mamon had to say, man? That's my girl. That's my dog. We got to talk about Mamon. I've been having a relationship with your grandmother, man, since high school. Man. Your grandma, they call.
You been holding secrets.
Yeah, when we used to do the show live, man, she used to call into the show and give us her opinion, man. Your grandmother might be the most influential grandmother that I've ever met when it comes to sports. Like, she knows her
She
stuff.
involved.
She know roster. She know stats. She just know it. She know a lot. She know stuff she shouldn't be knowing.
Yeah, she know more than me.
You know what I mean?
She come calling my phone like, damn, like, I don't even know that. Like, how you know? You telling me something about this? I didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? So,
right. Yeah.
Like, where you got that from? But
so what? How was my mom feeling and your daddy, man, and who, you know, played in the NFL and was a big inspiration to you? What was their feelings and their thought process when it came to you leaving Arkansas and trying to come to LSU?
Well, when I first told him I wanted to leave Arkansas, it was like the middle of the season. I was like, I ain't rocking with it. I'm ready to go. My grandma was like, no, you can't. Like, I was going into the portal in like mid-October.
She wasn't tired of taking that ride?
She didn't take that ride that year. I don't think she went to one game that year. Cause
Watching it on TV.
You know how COVID had just happened.
Oh, yeah,
she was still
right,
she was
right.
still scared of COVID and stuff.
Right,
It's a
right.
whole year later, like she's still scared of COVID.
2021 was listen. COVID
As a
was
matter
2
of fact,
years.
she had a mask on when I saw her on a visit. You right?
She ain't playing with none of y'all.
That's what I'm saying. So like, I was like, I'm trying to go. You know, I talk to my grandma about anything. You know what I'm saying? You can ask him. Like,
Yeah.
she know everything. You know what I'm saying? She
cool
call,
people,
She
dog.
even called him about stuff. I'm like, all right, okay, I see what you want. So boom. So I call her, tell her I'm ready to go. Like, I don't even want to be here right now. You know, I don't even want to play. Which is like, boy, you gonna finish it out, and hung up the phone.
I like that.
Hung up the phone.
I like that.
No explanation. No none of this. We ain't about to
I like
go have no
that mindset.
dialogue. Conversation over.
I like that
Conversation is over with.
I
You
ain't
gonna finish it out. Dude.
I ain't
Hello?
even talk to my dad, nobody. She told you gonna finish it out. So I finished it out.
Wow.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
power of Momo.
So how your dad felt like with you trying to come back home?
He was like, man, it's all on you. He like, you just gotta live up to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what he was like, just live up to it. Don't go out there because they gonna do you bad. they gonna get on Twitter, they gonna do you bad. So he was like, don't go out there, don't be BSing, huh? That's all he told me. He was like, you gonna go out there, you gonna handle your business, because if not, they gonna do you bad. He was like,
They'll talk about you.
how LSU fan go.
Yeah,
no
they'll
doubt.
talk about you.
They gonna
No
talk
doubt.
about you
No
bad.
doubt. No doubt.
So he was like, if that's what you want to do, I'm with it. You know, he rock whatever I want to do. He rocking with it. You know what I'm saying? He will forever have my back. So he was like, you do that, you gotta take what come with it. You give up a touchdown, you better take what come with it.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, I did have a tweet about Major Burns this year. Boy gave up a touchdown. Balls on Twitter. Let's so hard. Boy, Major, you out there tripping. You out there
And,
tripping.
and you know, man, is for me, man, is you know the Twitter thing. I have to make sure I watch what I see sometime, and because, like I tell people, man, you don't know what it is to be wearing a number 3 jersey on Saturdays.
You have no idea.
You don't have no idea, man. Sometimes these dudes dealing with ankle injuries, hamstring injuries, labrum injuries, like, and they go out there and they still try to put it all on the line. But you don't know that when you watching it on Saturdays. All you think is, oh, he gave up a first down, he gave up a touchdown, or whatever
You
the
can
case may be.
You can expand that. Listen, these kids are students.
Yeah.
So they can think about class. And let's just keep it honest. Y'all young men, y'all thinking about ladies. Listen, all this stuff matters. We gonna keep it a bang over here.
NIL.
Listen, NIL, all this other stuff. Y'all got more decisions to make now than I would probably say the guys that came, 20 years before y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got more on y'all plate.
More distractions.
Y'all have way more distractions than the guys that probably came in 2000 and 2001. Not to say that they weren't living their life, but y'all got more distractions.
Yeah.
They didn't have these devices. They didn't have no social media. They didn't have, 10,000 followers and 20,000 followers and everybody
And
trying
verified.
to verified and I got the blue check and no, y'all got way more distractions and it's more difficult for y'all to make the main thing the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it was easier for the previous generation of athletes. I am saying that y'all have more distractions than them.
Facts.
That's for sure.
That's true though, but at the same time, you gotta be like, you gotta tune it out. Everybody gonna have their own opinion.
Yep.
Everybody ain't gonna like you. So
Yep.
I be like, all right, I ain't tripping on it. You know what I'm saying? What's a simple tweet by somebody that ain't gonna ruin my day? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I look at it, and I feel like everybody should look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody in this world gonna like you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna like what you do.
Yep.
Well, F 'em. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I like that mindset,
I like that
bro,
mindset.
because when I be in a barbershop, tons of LSU fans, tons of them, man, and it makes me so upset, and it makes me just want to just walk out there and don't even talk to anybody in there, because a lot of them dudes that be in the barbershop be people I grew up with and I know personally, because I always say to myself, man, y'all don't understand the process. Y'all don't understand what's going on.
No clue.
Y'all, you just don't get
They
it,
just
right?
see Saturday.
You don't get it. For example, Amik Robinson on a show a couple weeks ago, and it was in Cover 2 Man. Cover 2 Man, the way they played with the Raiders, they're in a trail technique.
Mm-hmm. Trail technique.
Now
Right.
you supposed to be behind the receiver the whole time.
Behind the receiver
They
all
don't
the
know
time.
that, dude. That's why.
They don't know that.
That's what I'm saying. You can't worry about what they don't know.
Exactly.
You know
So
what
I'm making. That's the point I'm making, and They throw a post. The safety don't get over the top. It's a touchdown. They all on Twitter. Amik Robinson, you're sad.
You said,
I don't know why we
you supposed to be
drafted
following
him.
the receiver. You supposed to be doing all that, and you're
Right.
not even on this
Right.
assignment.
Whole time he gotta rely on another man.
Thank you.
Another something
Because
another
you're
he
playing.
relying, he trusting his teammate
Thank
gonna be there.
Because you're playing trail technique.
Teak.
They don't understand it. They don't understand it. You in cover 2 and nothing threatening you in the flats. So you sinking.
sink.
They throw up a corner or 9.
I'm about to say a corner
And right,
is
on TV, you see the corner in the screen, so you're like, oh, he got beat. Bro.
You know what it is on.
You know what happens to most fans? No, not to cut you off. They think in their mind that every defensive call is man coverage.
Facts.
In their mind, they're like, man, we running man. Why you not run man? You don't even know what man look like.
And that's the point I'm making. You know, and you know, a lot of stuff that we talk about, man. What makes me feel good about this podcast, when I see different people, I talk to different people. They say, man, I didn't know that. I didn't know this would be going on behind the scenes, and whoop de whoop. Man, yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
And you know, y'all be ready to ridicule and blame these athletes and try to, you know, belittle them on social media, but y'all don't know what's going on. Did you know, you know, they talk about a certain athlete. Did you know he's playing with a partially torn hamstring? Did you know that? You don't know that.
You don't know that.
You know? And so that's my point.
Their mindset be, why he playing then?
Exactly. Yeah,
But-
that's
but-
exactly how they be. Why they
That's
playing.
how they be thinking. Why he
But
playing?
what they don't
Like,
understand
what?
is, man, you know, y'all putting it on the line, man, every Saturday night.
Yeah.
Every Saturday and trying to make sure y'all put y'all team in position to be successful and put yourself in a situation to where, you know, you're not being labeled as soft.
Facts.
Right?
Every game my sophomore year, I got a shot in my shoulder. Needle this big.
They don't know that.
Can't feel nothing until the next Wednesday. In your shoulder.
They don't have
You
no
know what I'm
idea.
saying? So it's like they don't know what it's really like. You know what I'm saying?
They have no idea.
They don't know that.
And boy, we got boys getting shots every week in their back, in their ankle, in their knee. Man, you know, like you after them shots, it's pain. You gonna feel all that you numbed up.
Right.
Oh, you gonna feel all that. You can't even practice till about Wednesday.
Nah.
And I'm glad I'm in a position I'm in, man. You know, being in the media and just understanding what's going on,
Right.
you know, with y'all athletes, man, and having relationships with people, because I'm able to educate and inform a lot of parents and kids and these so-called fans that think they know what's going on. Look, bro, this was going on. Damn, I didn't know that. Yeah,
Of course. They ain't supposed to advertise to you.
you know,
Or tell you what's going on.
You know, I'm not out there playing on Saturdays, but it still bothers me to see some of y'all get the scrutiny that y'all get, because it's like, I know what y'all go through, dog. I know, you know, when it fall camp and spring and getting up at 5 a.m. for workouts and team meetings and then going to practice, then going to study hall. They don't understand the grind,
No idea.
dog. They don't understand the grind, dog.
Then they got girl problems. I don't care. Listen.
You don't understand the grind,
you
dog.
don't undermine. Don't belittle it. They got girl problems. But you been on the campus, boy. They got girl problems.
That's another distraction.
Got girl problems.
That's another distraction. But I do want to get into this, though.
Women's basketball. Girl
Women's
problems.
basketball, man.
Girl
Y'all want to nat it.
Girl
Y'all want to nat it. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I lost a lot of money on the other night. I had Iowa winning.
Me too.
I thought Caitlin Clark
I went to my social media.
and,
First
and,
two.
way
and
she
number
was
24
playing?
and number 15, the supporting cast for Iowa, I thought it was gonna be too much for.
The way she was playing
LSU.
at first, though, I thought
That
it was
first
gonna
quarter,
be a
I was
long
like,
game.
listen.
That girl pulling up like she was Curry.
Yeah,
I'm like,
she the
man,
Steph Curry of college basketball right now.
man, she going around screen, pulling up.
Right.
I'm talking about damn the half court.
Right.
The first
right.
one was 32 feet. I said,
Yeah.
good
All right,
lord.
Yeah.
Girl
Yeah,
got
and she got a little,
strapped,
and look, she got a little swagger with her now.
Yeah.
But I lost a lot of money.
Me too.
I lost a lot of money because I picked Iowa. But I just want to talk about being on campus, man, and seeing those girls win the first national championship in school history, bro. And Kim Monkey's second
Kim
year,
Monkey.
and the emergence of Angel Reese and how she talked about speaking up for black African Americans that look like her and being unapologetic about it, man.
I'm about to say the way she unapologetically me.
Yeah. Talk about, you know, just being on campus and feeling that that atmosphere and watching those girls do what they did. I know you was at the parade yesterday, and what you saw, man, and your thought process about all that.
You know, like it's fire, like and like I ain't scared. It's motivating too at the same time. You know what I'm saying? They just won a national championship. Like why football can't do it? You know what I'm saying? So and like you know, it's all falling in. Like now it's like we gotta do it because
That pressure.
baseball probably gonna win it too.
You ain't lying.
They doing their thing.
They doing their thing.
G. Johnson doing his thing. This is second year? Or third?
Second year.
That's
Damn,
what I'm
he
saying.
come monkey.
What it is?
And Brian, dog, that's.
And Brian Kelly be the
You know what? I gotta give a shout out to the AD, dog.
That's what I'm saying. But it's like it's like
Hey, we criticized him for not hiring
Billy Napier.
Billy Napier. Oh, we was on his behind.
We did.
We did.
We did. I was one of them.
How bad?
But these three hires, Brian Kelly, Jay Johnson, and Kim Monkey, he looking like he is a damn genius right
that's
now.
what I'm saying. So like it's like the school gonna be like you know baseball they gonna win. Them boys. Man,
They
them
doing
boys
their
be beating
thing.
like the number 2 team about 10, 15 runs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then gymnastics, they up there too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Men's basketball got a transfer. Got a kid coming back home.
I don't know, it might be a little while for men's basketball.
Yeah. They gonna figure it out.
They gonna figure it out.
McMahon gonna figure it out. He gonna figure it out. He gonna figure it out. Don't trip.
But it's like motivate. You know what I'm saying? Seeing everybody come around. You know, LSU go hard.
Yeah.
LSU go real hard.
I think LSU
When
has
they
the
go,
be-
they go hard.
I think LSU has the best program in college sports. And I say sports, I mean it's not just football.
You talking about the culture? Yeah.
Let's talk about the winning too. Baseball, not women's basketball, football, when you volleyball, gymnastics. When you start thinking about the umbrella of college sports, they got to be the number one program. Alabama may have football, but they don't have the other things.
Exactly.
Ohio State may have football, and they may have some basketball, but they don't have the other umbrella. Oregon may have track and field in football, but they don't have in basketball too, to some credit. But they don't have the entire umbrella.
And I'll say this too about LSU. Man, I've been to a lot of different college campuses over the years, just visiting and stuff like that. And LSU just have a combination of
Everything.
good facilities. I say good facilities.
Be disrespectful.
Great facilities, right? And you're in a town like Baton Rouge where it's a lot going on.
Yeah.
It's a lot going on. It's a lot to get into.
It's traffic for no damn reason.
LSU in the middle of the hood too.
Yeah, but it's a lot going on. Great food.
He know.
Yeah, I got my car stove. You're an hour from New Orleans. Like, it's just a great spot. You know, when you go to Alabama, Tuscaloosa, man, come on, man.
Cut it out.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
That
Like,
22
really?
Listen, that 225. Listen, that 225 got something going on.
I'm just saying, like, LSU just got that. It's just a real combination of a lot of different dynamics that make you say, man, this the place to be.
Yeah. But bad traffic.
And you know it because think about all the different top athletes that they came to Louisiana to LSU from Florida and California and Ohio. You know, Patrick Peterson, Joe Burrow. You know, people like that. I could go on and on about the different athletes that they came to LSU.
Rohan Davies from
here.
Florida. Just to name a couple.
Yeah.
You know,
I can go on and on. But being at the parade, man, seeing you know that LSU girls women's basketball team hold that trophy up and hear Kim Monkey talk and seeing the girls basketball team go to Canes and be there for a day and all that kind of stuff, man. Talk about that, man.
It's fire, you know, and it's building up they brand off the field. Like
Right.
you know, they not gonna just be known for basketball players.
right.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty sure Angel Reese probably make more money than half the WNBA right now.
She just said they was asking her was she gonna go to the WNBA. She said why?
Why?
I'll make more money in college.
This girl got like 1 million followers on Instagram
In 2 days.
in 2 days. So you know, like
I know I'm one of them.
you know what I'm
in
saying?
2
I follow her too.
They Instagram paying
Angel.
her.
Angel.
Instagram pay her to post, like you know what I'm saying? Like you know, and it's like it's fire, and then she using it the right way.
Yes.
She, like,
Unapologetically me.
using it the right way. She ain't dissing, like you know what I'm saying? She using it the right way.
Right way.
And it's like it's really fire.
When she did the John Cena and started pointing to the finger, when you saw that, like
She got
what
that,
you- what you
like-
was thinking, dog?
Like she got that dog in her, like,
Yeah.
like she competitive. Like that's
Yeah.
how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Cause of that, if that was a boys thing, ain't nobody would have said nothing
No
about
one
it.
would say nothing about it. And
Right.
and I'm gonna say it because we on FanView podcast. I'm gonna be keep it a band. It's a certain level of white media who has something to say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just keep it 1,000.
I did not at all respect what Keith Olbermann
Keith Olbermann had to say.
Now he tried to make it seem like he said he hadn't been following
That's irrelevant.
girls college basketball
That's
and all
irrelevant.
that.
Man,
Bro,
he
you
knew.
do your research before you make a comment like that.
They were a bar stool of sports. He the CEO. He had something to, negative to say. And to me, it was a lot of people who white Americans in national media had something to say. They were the only ones. And other people who in different races supported Caitlin Clark and they supported Angel Reese for what they did. They're competitors. But none of these people had nothing to say about Caitlin Clark when she did it to Louisville and South Carolina. I didn't have nothing to say. But I didn't have nothing to say when Angel Reese went ahead and said, "You can't see me."
Nah, it's for real. That's being competitive.
That's being competitive.
I'm using your tactic against what you want to do to other people. You know what I'm saying?
And she's the winner. And to double down on to me what I consider the disrespect for the first lady to want to invite
Oh yeah, that was crazy. Both teams. How you gonna invite the
both
runner
teams.
up? You gonna invite the runner up?
I'm happy what Caitlin said that we didn't win.
Yeah,
And
I
I like what she said. We
that
didn't
made
win,
me respect her even more.
I
man.
respect her
She
even more.
even came on and said she didn't have a problem with what the Angel Reese did.
Exactly. Because that's part of being a competitor. It's just one of those things. I didn't like the media attention that those two athletes were getting. But I will tell you this: that was the most watched women's championship.
9.9
million
million
viewers. It was the most watched women's national championship. No disrespect to the men's, I didn't watch y'all. I'm happy for women's college basketball. With all the scrutiny that they did get, we do have an exciting season to look up to for the following year. I will give it that. And so for all the negative press that happened, it did create a level of sense of urgency to watch these ladies for the next upcoming year.
Listen, I'm so glad it all went down like that. People were talking about what Angel Reese did and the negative publicity. You know what I said? Negative publicity better than no publicity.
None. Better than none.
It's better than none.
Look at AB.
Because guess what?
AB getting money off everything.
My
he do.
mama don't even watch basketball. She know who Angel Reese is now.
She know who Caitlin Clark is.
She asking me, yeah, she know who Caitlin Clark is. She asking me, she say, "Gee, what you think about what's going on with that girl Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark from Iowa and LSU?" My mama don't even watch basketball, bro. And so that's my point. It's bringing awareness.
Yep.
And it is making people want to watch the women's game. And that's the biggest
Angel start
thing
rapping.
right here.
I want
That's
to
the
start
biggest thing right here, bro.
I want
Next
Angel,
year,
I want Angel to start spitting. I want to drop bars.
next year,
Call Dame Dollar.
LSU, the PMAC gonna be sold out every damn game, dog.
course.
Every game.
The Bayou Barbie. Shout out to Angel Reese, man. Shout
She
out.
need
Shout
a
out
track.
to her, man.
She need a track.
Shout out to her, man.
Angel needs to
Shout
start
out to her.
rapping.
She did a hell of a job building her brand and doing it the right thing, but keeping the main thing.
Yes.
Winning a natty,
Yeah.
still being professional, but being herself in at the same time,
Can she
dog.
rap,
You
though?
you can't do nothing but respect that.
Can she rap though? That's gonna take the brand to another
Nah,
level.
I don't know
Can
how
she?
true it is. They say her and Young Boy.
She killed them rumors, man. See, you gonna start rumors.
Greg
again.
might know, man. He
I don't
he
know
out there
nothing
in
about
PR.
nobody. Don't ask me.
He out there in PR, man. I don't know.
Benny, listen,
I
he
don't know.
Benny and he ain't in it.
I don't
His
know.
name Benny and he ain't in it.
I don't know.
Hey, look,
If she can rap though, listen. Look, Greg, listen? You an athlete. Can you do both? Can you be a sports athlete and rap at the same time?
Kenley brothers say you can't, man. He said you got to put your all into one.
I say it to a certain extent. You gonna have to choose one at some point in time. It's how far you be able to take it as a person yourself. But you gonna have to choose one.
I can respect that.
You gonna have to choose one for sure.
I can respect that.
But it's all on the person how far they be able to go. But you can't do both. Cause rappers, they gotta post all that stuff on the media just to get their name up.
That's true.
They gotta go buy
Got to do shows.
$100,000 worth of chain just so they can make $100,000.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? They gotta
Agree.
keep that image up, like
Right.
that don't give up. You know.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah,
Image.
Correct.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
athletes, you gotta keep your nose clean. And you can't be seen with all that.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
no
true.
doubt. No doubt. Let me ask you this, man. I seen a lot of schools I'm gonna just throw the name out there. Texas A&M, who blew up the recruiting game and was number one in the country because the NIL was out the wazoo.
Right.
Do you think the NIL is making kids unfocused and not having them as hungry as kids in the past because they kind of feeling like they made it?
I think so to a certain extent, giving these young boys 17-year-old kid 500K. They rich. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them boys don't care about nothing. They rich.
They're
Like,
rich.
it's all they partner. They rich. Even they get 100 bands. They rich. Like,
Well,
you know what I'm saying? They
Especially-
hood rich.
especially-
50,000. You
especially if you
hood
done came
rich.
from poverty.
Yeah. You
know
get a
what I'm saying?
follower? You get an audience?
You
Yeah.
50,000. You hood rich. So it's like, okay, you can't. I feel like NIL don't get nobody no real money. Like you give like extra $4,000 a month,
Yeah.
extra $3,000 a month. Don't get nobody no 100 bands when they ain't even step on the field yet. Cause when they go up there, stink up the place, you gonna be like, "Wow, I did this."
Right.
You didn't basically told that they made it already.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about
Yeah.
it. I feel like you gotta earn all that. It's cool, extra little $1,500 a month. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you straight. You can send back to the crib, all that. But I feel like once you make them plays, that's when you're supposed to get that real bread.
I agree with that. And Billy Napier, the head coach at the University of Florida, he said, and I kind of agree with him, but I kind of don't. He said he felt like kids shouldn't start being able to capitalize from the NIL till going into the junior year. Because he felt like as a freshman, you're just unfocused. And as a sophomore, you're kind of unfocused. But he said going into that junior year, that's when you should be able to capitalize. What's your thoughts on
I
that?
wouldn't say junior year.
Going into the junior year, not the junior year.
Going
Soon
into-
as your sophomore year over,
I say
if the
going
when your bowl game was
in
January,
yeah.
So as soon as your bowl game over in January, then you can capitalize.
I say a year before.
So your sophomore
'Cause
year.
So
they got
going
some
into the
freshmen.
sophomore,
If they got some freshmen that's balling,
Harold
look at
Perkins.
Perk.
Harold
Yeah,
Perkins,
Harold Perkins.
Will
Like, tell
Campbell, Will
tell me-
Campbell.
Tell me Perk can't go when he got drafted in the first round this year.
See, that brings to
You
my,
know what I'm saying?
see, that brings to my point. My position is I don't want to see this 3 year to year no more. I think now, true sophomores, after their true sophomore years, they should be able to go pro.
It should be a case by case basis. I've been saying it.
It's
You can't do that for everybody.
They gotta be over 20, or they gotta be at least 20 years old, cause
Nah, that's a good point too.
bodies ain't gonna develop.
But so how
That's
old
a good point.
was Mike Williams and Maurice Claret and Leonard Fournette
Uh,
when they was coming out? They
Mike
sophomore?
Williams was 20, but Claret was 19 because Claret was a freshman.
What about Fournette
Fournette
and
was,
Stingley? How old were they?
Fournette was
Stingley
20. Stingler was 20.
It was 20.
Yeah.
Oh
He
yeah,
was 20.
Well, yeah.
So it's like, cause like you put a 19-year-old out there. Ooh,
So you saying 20 years old
20 years old. Like if they turn 20
Okay.
their sophomore year,
They should
Because-
be eligible.
yeah.
because you got some people graduating at 19.
You help
Because
my
by
perspective.
20 years old, your body gonna be,
You help my perspective.
You got some people graduating at 19.
Yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, not see, that brings to a good perspective.
That's another thing. Them boys getting old, man. They got some freshmen my age.
That's what I'm telling you. Like,
Boy, it's 21 years old.
but
Boy,
you know the cheat code.
you just got here.
I'm about to tell you the cheat code.
I wish I would have did that.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the cheat code. Look, I told my son 13, bro. I told his mom, I said, he in 7th grade. This was like when he was in 5th grade. I'm like, man, let's hold him back. She's like, no, I'm not holding my baby back, blah, blah, blah.
Watch where it come.
I'm
Watch where
trying
it
to get him to graduate at 19 years old, bro.
What?
That's the cheat code.
happen.
I'm not gonna name some of the prominent prospects that they came out of Louisiana that's balling in the NFL, that's balling in college right now,
older
that
than
graduated at 19. But that's the damn cheat code, dog.
What? 2 years behind what they really were supposed to be.
Yeah.
What? Dominate.
Dominate, yep.
Like somebody like Jalen Lucas, who was a freshman All-American at Indiana this year.
Right.
He graduated at 17 years old.
Saying.
Bro, he could have had 2 more years of high
He'd
school.
be in high school right now.
Woo!
Think about how sick that would be.
Cop. I don't care what's cool. I don't care what high school he at. He be cop.
I'm telling you. That's what I'm trying to say.
That
But
is
you
the
know,
Chico.
like a school down here been on that dude.
Yeah.
We know. We know. I don't know who they is. They out there in
Tri
not Metairie.
Parish.
No. They're not Metairie and River Ridge.
Yeah,
about to
River
say,
Ridge.
Yeah, River Ridge.
What? They got them boys in fourth grade. They got like they trained.
Listen, I'm not hating on it.
Listen,
Guess what?
Jefferson
I
Highway.
wish my son could have did that.
Jefferson Highway.
I wish my son could have did that. So we gotta get into Greg's favorites.
Greg's
man.
favorites,
That's
man.
how we always in the podcast.
In the podcast,
man.
Greg favorites.
I feel like Greg about to give me some good answers right here. Here we go. Let's go.
See what we got here.
Favorite sneaker of all time.
All the time.
All time.
I gotta go with threes.
Jordan 3?
No. Threes are the fours.
Which ones?
I like the True Blue 3. I don't know, man. Or
True
them
Blue
the
3s?
bread fours. You can't never go wrong with the bread four.
Ooh, it's tough.
A bread four, black, red, and green. Come on now.
I got
Or you can throw any color with that.
I'm probably messing with the threes.
The
though.
threes?
I ain't gonna lie. I've been on my threes lately.
Listen,
That's what I'm
I
saying.
gotta- I
They
gotta
both
go with
fresh.
12s.
Like
I've been on
I gotta go
threes
with the
lately.
12s.
the 12s. Oh, you old school boy.
I mess with the 12s too. I mess with the 12. I mess with the 12s too.
Sometimes the 12 be looking too bulky on your feet, though. Like
Like I ain't gonna lie. That's a good point.
True.
I'm definitely not wearing them with pants.
that's what I'm
No,
saying.
you can't wear with that.
I'm
It
not
don't
wearing
look,
them
it
with
don't,
pants.
you look down like, damn.
I'm not wearing them with pants. I'm not wearing them with pants. All right.
Yeah, 12
all
will
right.
do that.
See them threes and them fours. You know, remember them when like 3-4 years ago, everybody was trying to be on the ones, but like
Yeah.
I like ones, but they ain't really.
Cause people didn't wear ones like that, dog. I've been trying to tell people,
But I ain't gonna lie, dog.
People that
Them
wear ones
ones,
like
them
that.
ones fresh. Hey, the ones go with anything.
They do go with
You want,
anything.
man, listen.
You take them to the
I
prom.
want ones to the Zulu ball.
That's the problem with y'all. Problem with y'all now.
Bro,
it's
but when you
fresh,
put them
though.
on, with the Zulu ball, tuck to you like,
It's fresh. It be
damn,
fresh.
I'm nice looking.
Especially if you got the right
just
colors
saying,
and
dog.
everything. It's fresh.
I'm just saying, dog. All right.
Don't wait.
Favorite rapper all time.
Favorite rapper of all the time.
Or who in the headphones when you getting hyped during pregame, man? You about to play Bama.
So alright, so look, I'm like different. Like, I don't be on no hypes though. I be cooling, like like I like to keep it in between. Like I ain't never too up, but I ain't never too down. Cause you too up, you go down, boy. It's hard to get way back up there.
You crash.
Ooh,
Ooh,
it's hard
bad.
to get back.
It's bad.
But if you too low, so I like to be in like just like cool and like I listen to Lil Baby. Like I may listen to one Young Boy song.
I'm about to say,
One Young Boy song.
So you got a playlist.
Yeah, but
Gotcha.
I'm like cool and I listen to Ride Way before a game.
I like
Like, you know
Rod
what I'm
Wave.
saying?
I like that.
Like,
I expect Rod Wave.
I like just to keep my head like
On the swivel.
Like
Already won,
from
man.
a scale of 1 to 10, I like to keep it at a 5.
Already won.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Already won, man, with Lil Baby on the track, dog. That song right there, man. So all right, so that's what you in the headphones with, but favorite rapper
Favorite
all
rapper
time.
of all time.
favorite rapper of all time. I'm going Wayne.
Weezy F, baby.
Kept it true to the home team.
Wayne,
I
for
like it.
sure.
I
Best
like it.
rapper of all time.
I like it. Here we go. Favorite football player of all time. College, high school, it don't matter.
T-Mac. T-Mac.
So you ain't got no football player.
Wait,
Favorite
you know
football
what?
player. We talking
T-Mac.
about
Tyrann Matthew.
Tom
Oh.
Matthews. T-Mac.
But
Tom Matthews.
I ain't gonna
I
cap
ain't never
though.
heard that nigga name.
OBJ
So is OBJ or Tyron?
is. I see it.
You gotta say Tyron, man. Y'all the same.
DB.
Y'all both red. Yeah, man.
Honey Badger.
Y'all both red,
DB.
man. Y'all both.
Odell
y'all both
got that
always
like.
run the ball.
Got that
Come on,
swag.
man.
Odell got that swag.
That's that
like-
swag.
Tyron got
Odell-
that swag too.
Yeah, he did, but Odell.
You
Like,
said did. Come on, hold up.
he
now.
do, he still do. He still do. He
All
still
right,
do.
all right.
But Odell.
Odell
like,
swag is
like,
different. Odell
even
swag
at,
different.
Odell at 30 years old probably still top 5 receiver in the league.
But
when he healthy.
Tyron play your position.
Yeah, that's true. But you said favorite player.
I got you.
Odell got that swag, dog.
I got you. Favorite movie of all time.
Favorite movie all time? Creed.
What?
I don't know. You just get
you saw the new
motivated.
one? You saw the new one?
boy, that been fire.
That bitch fire. That bitch fire.
I mean, that been like, I'm about to
Yeah,
fight.
yeah.
Like, man.
Hey, listen, his old lady, I respect her.
Yeah, she the truth.
Dog, she ride or die.
Man,
I respect his old lady, dog.
Man,
I respect
I'll go
her.
watch the movie.
And his mama.
I'll go watch Creed right now. Start doing pushes in my room. Like, you know, that it's just
It's
motivating.
motivation. It's
You know,
motivation.
with the Rockies too, though.
Right.
But if it's like on some funny stuff, I'm going Friday.
Yeah.
I think what's the best Friday?
The first one.
The first.
The first
Oh,
one
no.
all day.
Friday after next, the Christmas one.
Yeah, that was funny. Don't get me wrong. That was super funny.
So how the first one was the best one?
Because everybody know
Tucker in it. Chris Tucker in it.
Chris
Tucker in it.
He go with this
Like,
Chris Tucker thing.
Come on, bro. Yeah.
Here you go.
Let me get back on. Let me get on you. Let me tell y'all something. Because y'all try to get on me on Instagram about my comedians. If Chris Tucker would have never went Muslim, he would have shitted on Bernie Mac.
Y'all gotta stop.
He would have shitted on Bernie
No,
Mac.
he wouldn't have.
Yes, he
That's
would
not
have.
even close.
He don't
only
curse
had
no
2
more, huh?
stand-ups. Nah, he don't curse. He been stopped cursing. He been
Listen,
stopped cursing.
listen.
Y'all lucky Chris Tucker went Muslim.
I told you, no.
All right.
Chris Tucker ain't better than no Bernie Mac as a comedian. No way.
Bernie
All right.
Mac was funny, boy.
I'm not disputing it.
Come on now.
I'm not disputing. I'm just saying Chris Tucker, his time was cut short because he went Muslim.
That's his decision.
I'm just saying the 2 stand-ups he did, Def Comedy Jam, I forgot the other one, and the movies he played in, you could tell he was on the brink.
Listen, he ain't better than Bernie. And I told you the comedian's Eddie Murphy. That's what I told you. It's Eddie Murphy.
So Eddie Murphy funnier than Richard Pryor?
Yes, he became
Stand
funny.
up. I'm talking about stand up.
Richard Pryor, the one who said he set himself on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was him.
Yeah. Richard Pryor's the original
Stand
OG.
up. Stand up.
Richard Pryor's stand
Now,
up.
he not funnier than Bernie Mac in a movie.
No.
But stand up, yeah.
Listen, Richard Pryor stand up is better than Eddie Murphy. But Eddie Murphy is, the pioneer for whatever comedian that we see right now. Their OG is Eddie Murphy. Their OG is Eddie Murphy. Coming to America.
So Eddie Murphy funnier than Dave Chappelle?
In movies?
No.
Yes.
Stand up.
He's done more stand up than Eddie Murphy. So in terms of stand up, Chappelle's gonna win there.
Chappelle ain't playing that many movies like that.
That's Chappelle's fault. Listen,
because he was on crack. He got on crack.
That's his fault. They ain't got to do with Eddie Murphy. Eddie Saturday Night Live. We talking about Coming to America. We talking about Boomerang. We not talking about Hall of Night. We talking about Shreks. We talking about what it is? Nutty Professor, The Clumps. Come on now, dog.
Man, that shit was alright.
You got to
man.
be different.
That's when I was a kid. Anyway, moving on. Favorite coach of all time, whether it was middle school, high school, college, whatever.
Favorite coach?
Mm-hmm. That made the most impact on you.
Ooh. Crutchfield. High school. Crutchfield was different. Like,
man, Crutchfield was running. Coming out in zero.
Crutchfield.
Blitzing everybody. Man, cross the board.
The reason why I say that, Crutchfield crazy. Like,
yeah, throw it off.
He really crazy. Like, so I'm like, all right, this dude, like my first day, like, you ain't make that tackle? Oh, there ain't no Calvin Ridley. Like, like Crutchfield really like he mean with everything he do, he don't care about nothing what nobody got to see. And I knew the reason why I say my favorite coach, cause he don't care what nobody got to see.
He did it his way.
He gonna beat him regardless.
He did it his way.
Literally.
When he was at South Platte, when he came to West Jet, when he was at St. Aug, bro, he lined it. You know what he coming out in. He coming out in
blitz. Everybody but them corners.
And he like this. Everybody, your man on man.
Drop your nuts.
And it's like you knew what you was gonna get.
Greg Williams 2.0.
You gotta respect it.
Anybody that can survive a hurricane, anybody that can survive Katrina down there, oh yeah, there's something wrong with them.
Something wrong with them.
What?
Something wrong.
All right. Favorite celebrity crush of all time.
Rihanna.
Ooh, you know she got that baby in her.
Nah, hey. I'll be number 3, number 2, whatever.
Listen. Ray got a lot of crushes.
Rihanna, boy. Rihanna, I could name a few. I ain't
I
lying.
saw news and I wasn't impressed.
Who else? Rihanna, who else?
Ruby Rose.
Bro.
Boy. I saw Ruby Rose post a picture yesterday. Man, I swore on my life I DM'd that girl.
Man, listen. I saw Rihanna nudes. I was not impressed. I saw him.
This post baby or before baby?
This is like about 6 years ago. You remember when her and Gabrielle Union nudes
got leaked.
This is about 6, 7. Her, Gabrielle Union, and Kim Kardashian. They all got leaked at the same time.
Kim Kardashian been a bop though.
Yeah, but when I saw Rihanna, I was like this. She looked good, but I was like, I expected more.
I don't know. Mine is still the same. Like, if I had to see Maya, my Jesus.
Maya. Who the hell is Maya?
Boy, what?
Oh no, come on,
Come on.
come on.
You know who Maya is?
Dog, you
Maya?
never saw Maya?
The singer?
The singer?
No, it doesn't pull
Look
up.
up,
Boy,
look up,
this
look
is
up
like-
when you get a chance.
Man,
Look up when you get a
where my
chance.
phone at, man? I'm about to change your whole life over here.
But you know, we on a different time though. Like,
You see her, you gonna be like this. Oh,
no,
I see what time y'all on.
No. This,
I see what time y'all on. I see what time y'all on.
no, dog. Y'all see Maya, bro.
and you saw the picture of Ruby Rose posing?
Yeah.
Man. Shh.
This is Maya.
Let me see
You can see this. You can hold the whole phone.
Oh, all right.
Go through the whole. Just go through the all.
She tough.
You know who else nice?
See, that's what we grew up on.
Who? Bernice.
Now she ain't tougher than Rosa Acosta.
I don't even know who that is.
You know
I don't even know who that is.
Rosa Acosta?
Rosa Acosta?
I don't even know who that is.
What? Rosa Acosta?
But like, you know what the
Bro.
crazy thing? A lot of these like celebrity females, they like getting their body done. But some of them be looking crazy.
I ain't gonna lie
Yeah.
though. Maya natural.
Maya's natural.
Rosa Acosta, I ain't 100% sure, but I'm like 87% sure she's natural.
I'm gonna tell you something. I just saw Meg Thee Stallion.
Huh?
You don't like change. You don't like change.
She got a little touch up, huh?
Listen, I ain't lie.
She
Hey, you saw
tough.
the catcher from the Astros?
Listen, I saw Meg Thee Stallion at the Astros game when she was in the pitch. I was like, boy, that all
She knew
white.
what she was doing.
Dog.
Standing
You
on
saw
the
that,
mound like
dog?
that.
listen,
You
dog.
saw that,
Hey,
dog?
listen, dog.
Come on, dog.
Come on. Listen, bro.
What you think, nigga?
Come on
She
now.
know
dog.
everybody looking
Come on,
back
dog.
there.
You saw that?
I'm looking. I'm looking.
She like bouncing up
What?
and down on the
Oh,
ball.
what?
Like, come
Boy,
on,
look here,
bro.
boy.
Come on,
Listen,
what you
listen.
think people doing?
Boy, the man look good, boy.
Yeah, bro.
Man look good, boy.
Yeah,
Man
it look
look
like
good,
she
boy.
had no
She-
one under there.
Hey, listen, she a real stallion.
Man.
What's my girl name that was in Ja Rule videos?
Ashanti?
Ashanti, man.
Ashanti, the one that went to Nelly?
Yeah. Ashanti
Yeah, she
is-
right too.
Oh, she right.
I remember when she was going with Nelly, I was a young boy. I was watching the
Listen,
video.
listen.
Ashanti she like 40-something years old. Dog look like she about 30.
Listen. I saw
I don't
her-
think her body done either.
You know down
I could
here
be wrong.
they had those love and heartbreak events on Wednesday nights. I don't know how they keep packing out these venues on Wednesdays, but my Jesus. Boy, she came down here one Wednesday night. Boy, look here. I thought a fire hazard was going to be a metro, bro.
She tough, dog.
She tough.
She tough, dog. She tough, dog. All right. Favorite NBA player of all time?
Ooh, I could say two, but they the same player though.
Say it.
Jordan and Kobe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who the? Give me your top three. Top
top-
five.
My top five?
Yeah.
Top five.
Jordan. Shaq.
Okay.
LeBron.
Okay.
Magic.
Okay.
And that fit. I'm going to go Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett.
I don't know why. Listen,
That's my arrow.
I don't know why. I might pick KG. He ain't better dirt. Listen.
Stop. Don't ever say that to nobody else again.
What?
Don't ever say that. Don't ever repeat them words.
Dirk Nowitzki.
He's better overall.
Dirk
than
Nowitzki
Dirk.
not top 10 though.
Kevin Garnett isn't either.
Why
But-
you not? Why you not?
All
Why
right,
you not?
I can-
Because
y'all
I'm going to
question?
name you
Go
the
ahead.
top five.
Y'all think Steph Curry in the top 10 yet?
He's in the top 10.
He right outside the top 10.
Top 10.
He right outside of it.
Top 10.
Like he's like
He's
11
the
or
greatest
12.
shooter we witnessed. He's four-time NBA champion. He's a two-time MVP. And he's
He
a
right outside of
unanimous
it, dog.
MVP.
He knocking on the door. He knocking on the door.
That boy be shooting
Top-
that thing, boy.
Yeah, he
Top
knocking
10.
out the door. He knocking on
I'll
the door.
probably say
dog.
this.
You know who
Knocking on
keeps
the door.
slipping and falling though? KD. He keep ruining for himself.
Yeah,
His decision making.
KD right outside the top 10 too. He
Yeah,
right there.
he's
right
up
there
there.
for me. For
He's
me.
up there.
For
He's
me,
up there
right-
as
he
a
right
player. As a leader. As a skill set. As a talent. As a
Because
skill set.
even if he won a championship this year, people are still not gonna really respect him.
No, because he had to join somebody.
He got D-Book, Chris Paul.
Yeah.
That's Chris Paul got to get him one. though.
DeAndre Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton.
Chris Paul got to get him one, man.
I hope so, dog. Because a lot of people hate on Chris Paul.
I'll probably tell you this much here. Jordan is in the top, 5.
What? What you mean?
Top
Jordan.
5.
He's one.
Okay, but his thing.
Why you
think-
say that like that?
I'm giving you the list.
So say one.
Okay.
Say it. Say it right now.
He's the best player of all time.
Yeah, okay.
He's the GOAT. Now, it's Jordan, LeBron, Magic, Kareem, and Bill Russell.
I'm crazy how y'all don't have Kobe up there, like.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't have Kobe. I don't know what his reason is.
He's
Because
my
he had Shaq for 4 years.
No.
My reason
Kobe's
is
my favorite player of all
reason
time,
is
but he's not my top five.
Kobe is like 6th or 7th for me
Yes.
because
He's
when
6th.
you look at, first of all, Kobe only had one MVP,
True.
right? And 3 of his championships, dog.
Was with
Shaq.
If he don't have Shaq,
I feel you.
but look, he's still 6 or 7.
He's 6
To
to
me.
me.
He's 6 or 7 to me.
I feel you with the Shaq.
That's
Because
real.
when Shaq was like really.
Shaq is probably Shaq
Don't
is the
forget
most
Shaq
dominant
won a championship with D Wade.
with D Wade. Shaq is the most dominant player. I put my eyes on.
That's why
What D Wade is for y'all?
D Wade like,
Like
top
12?
top
20.
15, top 20, something like
20.
that.
Top 20.
Something like that. He up there.
The reason you got to put Bill Russell in there, he has the most championships. He has 9 as a player, and he has 2 as a player / coach, and he has I think 5 MVPs. But that's when the beginning stages of the NBA. Kareem was a guy who had 5 MVPs. He's a 6-time NBA champion. He's the number 1 all-time scorer
But
prior
look
to
at his
LeBron.
team, though.
Huh?
Look at his team.
I mean, you can say that about Brian. You can say that about Kobe.
You can't say that about Bron and Kobe.
You can say that about Magic.
you say that about
you
Magic?
can.
That's what I'm saying. Man, he had Magic. He would have Jerry West too.
But he won championships.
But Jerry West
No,
old,
he didn't have Jerry West.
Yeah, who,
He had-
who didn't have him?
He was
Kareem.
old. Jerry West was old. I
Oh
think.
yeah.
He didn't have. He was Milwaukee.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Kareem won a championship in Milwaukee
Oh.
before getting to the Lakers. So, yeah, he had Magic, but Magic had him. He was already a champion and MVP of the league. Understand, Kareem is top 3 all times in rebounds and blocks, and he was number 1 in points prior to LeBron just surpassing him. So when you think about 6 NBA championships, 5 league MVPs, it's the accolades.
That's why I don't hold that against people like Brian and whoever you want to see. If you was the number 1 guy on your team and you had dudes around you, I don't hold it against you.
I went against you.
If you was the 2nd or the 3rd guy on that team, you got championships, then I'm like, man, I can't put you up there. So
Right.
I don't hold it against Magic.
Right.
I don't hold that against Brian. I don't hold it against when KD played with the Warriors. He won MVP.
He won
He
MVP.
MVP.
He won MVPs those seasons.
So what we talking about? Now I agree. He did have to go to a enhanced team to win it, and that does put a little asterisk. But at the same time, you still gotta respect.
He
He
still
still
had superstars though with him and Harden.
yeah, but
They
Harden.
can't play.
Harden and
Is it
Westbrook?
Westbrook? They can't play with Westbrook.
No,
dog,
listen, them guys don't play with the basketball,
They don't
dog.
play right.
No,
Right.
no,
You see
no.
what's happening with Kyrie, huh?
Kyrie already talking about he leaving.
Kyrie done been in everywhere. He only place he won is with Bron.
LeBron.
Yeah, and he wanted to go with Bron.
There you go.
He wants to win because
I think LeBron gonna have the hardest documentary, like the best documentary out of
You know,
all of
Jordan got a movie coming out.
He do?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he got a
Air
movie.
Jordan.
It's called Air.
Air.
Him and Son of a Car. They show how Adidas and Converse was trying to get him back in the 80s, and they showing how Nike was just like that's when Nike nobody
And
would
he
even
made
think
like
about
$2
Nike.
million in like the first
But
first month or something.
Mhm.
But they showing how Nike got him. Like he wasn't even supposed to. Like Nike was an afterthought.
afterthought.
Nike was like Reebok right now, and Nike got it.
Now look at
So,
Nike.
but the movie it come out I think tomorrow.
Come out tomorrow.
Yeah, I can't wait. I think I might go to the movies
Air.
and watch it.
I think LeBron one just gonna be better. I mean, Jordan one was nice. That little last dance.
Yeah.
But I think LeBron one gonna be crazy though.
Yeah.
Just because it's gonna be from high school.
He got one out, but I'm sure they're gonna make another one.
Then,
Yeah,
then
they
they
gonna
gonna end up having his son in it. So it's like
Yeah.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
fire. I think.
The thing with Brian is Brian is the most hyped basketball player we ever had a chance to watch, and he lived up to expectations. You talk about-
Victor, they talk about Victor like that same way.
yeah,
we gonna see.
We gonna see. I
Even
think
though
That's a boy from across the.
Yeah,
overseas.
Yeah.
Overseas.
Even though I think
that boy
Scoot,
did a move the other day. I was
yeah,
like, oh,
even though I think Scoot Henderson should be getting the same type of hype, but that's neither here nor there, right? So, last question before we go. Year 2, man. BK era. Brian Kelly, man. Uh, I thought that y'all overachieved last year. I had y'all winning, I think it was 8 games.
8 games.
And y'all did better than that. In year 2, with Jaden Daniels going into his second year in his offense, who I think could possibly be a Heisman Trophy candidate.
Possibly he is gonna be a
Yeah,
Heisman Trophy
yeah.
candidate.
With that receiving core,
Mm-hmm.
with that receiving core and that offensive line, man, led by Will Campbell and Emory Jones, who
First round
man,
draft pick.
bro,
They only sophomores.
they killed it as
They
freshmen,
killed it.
true freshmen
Killed
last
it.
year, right?
Killed it.
You know, you got you and Major Burns
Major
coming back
Burns
on that
come back.
back end, and you got somebody like Mason Smith, who I think is a top 15, top 25,
Top
top
5,
20 pick.
boy.
Imagine if he'd have played last year.
Boy, Mason, I
coming
swear
back
to
from
God,
injury.
at fall camp last year, Mason celebrating before the running back got the ball. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That dude, like, he like
Yeah,
has generational talent.
yeah. You got he from the Tri Parish. From my area. I just want to put that out there. But you know, you got somebody like Mason Smith coming back, man, fully healthy. You know, Savion Jones, who I think is about to have an outstanding year.
Outstanding year.
Quincy Wiggins, man, I think was figuring it out last year as a freshman. I think he gonna have a real impact this year. Harold Perkins, man. God damn, man, Harold Perkins about to just
Goddamn.
be
Goddamn.
probably a Buckets Award winner this year. You know,
Goddamn
Greg
it,
Penn, man. Greg Penn came on toward the end of the year. I just think that defense is going to be outstanding, man. And with you and Major leading that back end, I see big things from y'all, man. But it's not about what I think. It's about what you think and about what's going on in that building and that facility over there in Baton Rouge, man. Greg, talk about how you feel about this upcoming season, man. What you seeing during spring right now, and going into fall camp after the spring over, and what can we expect from the LSU Tigers, man? You got a lot of pressure on y'all with the LSU Lady Tigers winning the national championship.
Facts. And like what you said, overachieve. Like ain't nobody thought, like even players on the team, ain't nobody thought we were gonna win 10 games. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody thought we were gonna be SEC championship. After we lost to Florida State, I already know people like, oh Lord, this is gonna be a year, cause ain't nobody knew Florida State was like that too though.
Right.
Florida, you know Florida State, you know
They had a
they
great year.
had a 10 year too. So
They had a great year.
that's gonna be a top 10 matchup. But I look at it 15-0, and you know that's what the standard is this year. Last year ain't nobody really knew. Like boys is like we just playing to play, but now it's like it's national championship or bust. Like ain't no bowl game. Get to a bowl game. Now it's like we get into that final four, and like if it ain't that, you know we don't really care. Like you know how like Bama if they don't go to the final four, it's just another game. That's how it is with us. And the coaches starting to see that, and the players starting to see that. That's what's the real most important thing. Like we gotta win. When everybody get drafted. Look at the 2019 team. They had like 15, 16 dudes get drafted.
Yes, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. You win, everybody get drafted. So like we just motivate each and every day getting better. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, one day offense may win, one day defense may win. It don't matter who win, long we come out on top. And I feel like we gonna go 15-0. I ain't gonna cap to you.
So, going into your second
I
year
love
at LSU, are you taking on more of a leadership role, man? Are you kind of making your personality infectious in that building and kind of saying, look, man, we got something here, man. We got an opportunity in front of us to make a run like that 2019 team?
Most definitely, you know, but like with me being out right now, it's kind of like I'm like kind of like in the gray area between it. You know what I'm saying? All the coaches, all the players looking at me like what you gonna get them boys right? You know what I'm saying? Like today, like we had a few little bad incidents. Like I'm on the side, like I can't practice and stuff, but they like you gonna talk to them? Cause you know we got Major out, we we just got like 2 freshmen starting at safety right now, but like. That's during the season. It's gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna get thrown in that fire.
Next man up.
And I'm trying to get them to understand that like it's good. It's like it's practice, bro. You gonna get done. Like you know you gonna get got. Like as long as you ain't getting got on Saturday,
Right.
We good.
We
like,
good.
And
We
I'm
good.
trying to install that in their head. Like okay, the coaches, yeah, they gonna fuss. Go on to the next play. You keep thinking about the last play.
I play dead.
You know what I'm saying?
Short-term memory.
Nah, for real. And that's real. Like when people say short, to be a good DB, you really gotta have short term
Short-term
memory.
memory.
Cause like You could have 60 good plays. One play, they bomb on you.
Yep.
Change the whole game.
Yep.
Now everybody hates you. You had six. You didn't shut him down. But if he catch one touchdown, you gotta have short term memory loss as DB, and I'm trying to get them boys to understand that. I'm taking on everything with them. Watching exit film. Like when I get my new crib, I'm have everybody over and stuff like that. So
Right.
I just want everybody to know that like we gonna need them, and like don't ever feel like you not nobody around here. Like you know what I'm saying. So I feel like them boys once they hit that level, we gonna be good. Like real good. Cause what's that saying? Your chain on zone. Your chain only strong as your weakest link or something like that.
Yeah, I've
You
heard
are
that
you
before.
are as good as your weakest link.
Yeah,
You are as good as your weakest link.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how I really feel about it. Like you know what I'm saying? It don't matter you a walk on or you a scholarship. Getting paid NIL money. It don't matter.
None of that matters.
You know what I'm saying?
None of that
You
matters.
only as strong as your weakest link. So everybody got to be up to par. That's even when the threes go. I mean, don't go out there and be bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? Even when you go one on rep, don't give up. And that's like, I like our coaches really like trying to install that too. Like, don't go out there doing that. Don't put that on tape. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just make you look like you don't care.
Right.
And it's like
Right.
it's starting to get there, like each
Yeah.
and every day.
And, and the thing, a lot of times, people got to understand that you ain't gonna have the same abilities as the guy ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
But that don't matter. But what you have to have is that ability to work hard. You ain't gonna have everybody in here ain't gonna have the same abilities.
Facts.
You can make certain plays that some guys can't make. But the difference is we all can work hard.
Facts.
We all can work hard. That's something that we all can do. It don't matter if you have my ability or not.
Control your effort.
Control your effort.
And then you know what's crazy? The best players give 100% effort every play. 100% effort. Like you look at T-Mac when he went crazy. He was just running to the ball.
Yep.
And was always around the ball.
Look at Perk last year. He was just running to the ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like stuff like that. It's just effort. Buddha Baker, one of the best safeties in the NFL.
Yep.
Just run to the ball.
Yep.
That's all you. Good things gonna happen to you when you give effort. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree with you.
like a fumble could have been way over there. If you just run to the ball, that's yours. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like little things like that. And I'm trying to get that into it's every single play. It's not 50 out of the 60 plays. Because them 10 plays could have been key plays in the game. It's just like, and that's something I'm working on with myself. Every single play.
Every single play.
Every single play. No matter what. Always keep that motor going. No matter what. Even if it's a tag off period. Just run to the ball. You never know what happened. You know what I'm saying? Just build that habit up. And I feel like our secondary is starting to do that.
Man, Greg, bro, just watching you since you was in 10th grade, dog, at Shaw, then
But it
going
came
to
a
West
long
Jeff.
way, boy.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Facts.
man. And,
Facts.
And seeing your maturation process, bro, you're on the right path. And having somebody like you in that DB room, I know that nothing but success is gonna come out on Saturdays, man, when y'all take the field, man. And I say this all the time when we have people on this podcast, especially like people that look like us, that have the right type of mindset.
Yep.
In a great mental space like you are. Man, you got nothing but success coming your way, dog.
For real.
And I'm not just talking about on the football
On and
field.
off the field.
Yeah,
You know,
on and
I
off the field.
try to like every day me and him talk about different business. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Like,
There you go.
you gotta like make a way, make yourself known wherever you at.
Wherever you at.
Wherever you at. Be where your feet at. You know what I'm
Yup.
There
saying?
you go.
Be where your feet at. Don't never get no half ass and nothing you do.
No.
Cause once that one time you do, it's gonna go down for you.
It's going out for
I heard
you.
somebody always watch.
Always, dog.
Somebody
Yeah,
always watch.
I've always watched you from afar, and even when I see you, man, I holler at you and stuff like that, man, and I'm just so impressed with your growth, dog. Like that mean a lot to me, bro, because it's like, I have a 13-year-old son, and I'm always talking to him about your mindset and separating yourself from other people and putting yourself in a situation where you can be successful not only in sports but in life. And I see that from you, dog. And it's like, when I see that, man, I get a feeling inside I can't even explain.
Nah, for real.
Because it's like, it's a shortage of successful black men in this world.
Nah,
Correct.
facts. And it's fire you getting at them now. Like, certain crowd they don't need to be in.
You need to be in.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we cool, but
Yep.
I ain't going that way.
Yep.
Y'all go that way. I'm going to go back to, I'm gonna go back do what I do at the crib.
Yep.
Y'all go do what y'all do, but that mindset is what's gonna separate you from the good to the best. You ain't gonna be like, I ain't gonna cap to you. You won't be the best. You ain't gonna be able to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people problem be.
See,
That's what people problem. People want to do this. They want to get drunk. You can't do it all. You can't be the top notch athlete, but you want to get drunk every day.
Yep.
You can't be the top notch athlete. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You go out every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't do it all. You
Yep.
know, it's a time and place for everything. And I feel like everything got to be like, it's a time and place for everything. Everything got to be, it got to make sense at that right moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the off season, okay, you got a weekend, I'm going to have fun. But once that weekend over with, it's back to business.
Back to business. Back to business.
Like,
Back
The
to
main
business.
thing, the main thing.
Nah, for
Main
real.
thing need to be the main
Everything got a time and a place for everything. Like, you got a game Saturday. You ain't supposed to be trying to go out on no Thursday night.
That's
You know,
it.
you know what I'm saying? It's a time and place for everything. Like, and it's like, I just want everybody like that. I'm trying to get everybody on that mindset.
And what you say your goal is to win what award?
The thought.
There it is.
Y'all already know what it is.
There it is,
Listen.
man.
Got it
You
on
heard it
my
on
lock
FanView.
screen.
Yeah,
Got
listen.
it on my lock screen.
Listen, y'all heard it on the FanView podcast. Listen, that Thorpe Award has somebody name written on
Powerful, dog.
has somebody name written on it. And I believe, that award is yours. It's yours to earn.
I got LSU making me edits of Pad to the Thought. I swear to God.
Listen,
Sitting on my locker.
Power of the tongue, dog.
What?
speaking to
Speaking to
existence.
Yeah.
That's massive, man. That you that
Man,
this is
you
what you're
get-
thinking
man,
about.
you
You're
get
thinking
me
about
going,
your
man.
season. You're thinking about listen,
Damn.
because it's
dog.
gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Real,
Listen,
dog.
man. Y'all already know what it is. Listen, man. Another episode, FanView podcast. Listen, I'm that boy Fred.
G Sports, man. Make sure y'all subscribe, man, to the FanView podcast. Share to a friend. Like. Make sure you share and subscribe to G Sports. Make
Yep.
sure you subscribe and share to this podcast with Greg Brooks, man. Follow his Instagram page. We're gonna have it. We're gonna make sure we have that showing up. You know, when y'all watch this podcast, man. I'm signing out.
Y'all already know what it is. That boy Fred. Listen, FanView podcast if you're on YouTube. FanView Live if you're on IG. It's FanView NOLA if you're on Twitter. It's FanView podcast if you're on Facebook, and FanView podcast on TikTok. Y'all already know what it is. We signing out. See y'all next time.
No cap.
Facts.
Look, y'all can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at BFredJones. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. On Instagram, _G Sports with a Z on the end. And on Twitter, G_Sports with a Z on the end.
You can follow me on Instagram at big_homie_hen and on Twitter at HeyYoU15.